Hello guys, welcome back to our Anime Explainer. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is explanation of upcoming episode of Soul Land. So let's start. Sea God Tang San is here. Where is Qian Renxue? Tang San let out a shout. The huge divine thoughts descended from the sky like water waves. The Qiando Empire army only felt the rain falling, and their energy and spirit instantly rose to the peak. When he purposely shouted out his identity as Sea God, he was even promoted to the peak. Relying on the belief condensed by millions of heroes, Tang San's aura also rose to the peak at the same time. A circle of blue-golden light spread from him, Dai Mubai, Xiao Xiao beside him. Wu and the other six fell to the front of the army under the escort of the Sea God's power. Each of them released the same 9 soul rings, especially the 100,000-year red soul ring at the end, which was so eye-catching and dazzling. When going out of the camp to prepare for the big showdown with the Spirit Empire, Tang San and his companions finally rushed back in time. After he defeated Qian Renxue, he only delayed a few hours to help his companions complete their respective soul ring absorptions, and then went to Purple Pearl Island after a short stay. They set off with everyone and returned quickly, while Qian Renxue was delayed because of being injured by Tang San. After returning to Jiling Pass, she rested for a night last night to adjust her state, so that Tang San could appear on the battlefield at the right time. Tang San, the Sea God's power suddenly appeared above the Heaven Do Empire's army. Qian Renxue naturally clenched her fists tightly, but the Heaven Do Empire's side was a completely different scene. Seeing Tang San and the other 6 monsters return, sitting on the horse, Xuebeng was so happy that he almost fainted. He prayed more than once for Tang San to return in time. When this scene really happened, the happiness that filled his heart couldn't be described in words, and he even pulled out his Qianzi sword suddenly like a little crazy. He looked up to the sky and shouted, "The Sea God is coming, long live the Blue King." His shout immediately woke up those Heaven Do emperors, who were still a little confused because of Tang San's appearance. But the Sea God trident couldn't be faked. Seeing Tang San holding the Sea God trident aloft, his whole body burst into more dazzling brilliance than before. The powerful aura released by the dazzling Sea God raiment immediately filled the eyes of the soldiers of the Heaven Do Empire with a frenzied light. They wouldn't understand why His Majesty called King Lan Hao as the Sea God, but they absolutely believed that with King Lan Hao's leadership, they would surely defeat the Spirit Empire, and Xuebeng called out Sui, which undoubtedly put Tang San on an equal footing with him. It is reasonable to say that Tang San even surpassed him, but Tang San's appearance can be said to be a precursor to turning the tide again. With him, Qian Do Empire's million-strong army will have a backbone. With him, this war will no longer be over. It was a suicide, but a good time to wipe out the enemy. Tang Hao raised his fist excitedly. Looking at his son in the air, his heart was filled with pride and pride. God, yes, his son finally completed the inheritance of Sea God and returned at the most critical moment. The master was even excited. Even more than Tang Hao San was cultivated by him alone. He passed on all his knowledge to Tang San. Seeing Tang San finally break through the 100-level barrier, and appearing in mid-air releasing huge divine power, the master couldn't help feeling sorry for him. Shouting frantically in the depths of my heart, "Father, it would be great if you were still alive. I, Yu Xiaogang, am not a useless person. I did not embarrass the Landi and Wanglong family. Even if my martial soul mutates and becomes useless, I have cultivated a god and a god." Although this was in the eyes of the War Master, there were still tears streaming down his face. He has been waiting for this day to come, and when this day came, and came at such an important moment, he couldn't hold back his heart anymore. His life can be said to be an extremely tragic life. How difficult it is to be able to get to where he is today. At this moment, seeing all the sorrows in the heart of the god-level master Tang San disappear, it is the pride of his life to cultivate Tang San as a disciple. Sea God disciple, Tang Jiajun followed Xuebeng under the leadership of the 4 main hall masters of Litang Mintang Midang Yao, and then the Phoenix S shout was like a landslide and tsunami, reminded of the Qiando Empire army. The incomparable terrifying aura caused the faces of the 6 priests on the opposite Jialinguan city to change their colors at the same time. The difference is that even peak powerhouses like them feel guilty when they encounter this situation. After all, manpower is limited. Even titled Doluor said that he can contend with millions of troops. At most, he can retreat completely. It is the most important hurdle of the Wuhuan Empire. how can they retreat? Originally, the 6 priests were full of confidence because of Qian Renshue's return, and they were ready to welcome the victory. But what they saw today was not only the imposing million-strong army of the Heaven Do Empire, but also the flying in the air, exuding all over their bodies that made them feel. Tang San, who was trembling for it, didn't see him in January. Tang San gave Golden Crocodile Doluo a completely different feeling. Before January, Golden Crocodile Doluo was at most surprised when facing Tang San, but he still didn't understand why Bibi Dong would lose to such a young people, who have not yet reached level 9 or 5, especially when San was fighting with him at that time. His own strength has already consumed more than half, and Golden Crocodile Doluo didn't feel any danger. It has turned into horror, because Tang San gave him a completely unfathomable feeling, just like Qian Renshue beside him. That boundless and powerful aura enveloped the million-strong army of the Heaven Do Empire, like a finishing touch, and accompanied by with his appearance, the morale of the entire Heaven Do Empire army has been sublimated to another level. Jialing Pass, which is oppressive just because of its imposing manner, feels a bit crumbling. Tranquility, although she already knew in her heart that she would definitely meet Tang San on this battlefield, but when Tang San really appeared opposite her, she still couldn't calm down. You read that right. Tang San has also completed the inheritance of the gods. The reason why I came it too late, because I've been chasing and killing him. Unfortunately, I did not succeed. After all, I let him complete the inheritance. What he inherited is the power of the sea god. The second enshrinement, pass my order to withdraw the troops and return to the city. Jialing Pass, we must not let Tiando Empire take a step further. Before the second priest opened his mouth, the third priest couldn't help but said, Miss, I'm afraid it's not right to withdraw the troops at this time. Qian Renshue snorted coldly. San Feng felt his heart tighten, as if his heart was pinched by an invisible hand. He took 2 steps back in the muffled hum, his face also changed color. If you don't withdraw troops, what else do you have? Can't do it. Facing the million-strong army of the Heaven Do Empire, can all the priests be sure to lead me less than one of the opponent's 6 troops to resist their attack on the frontal battlefield? Only by guarding Jialing Pass can we have a chance. With Tang San on the battlefield, we can only rely on your own strength to attack and defend. Resist the impact of the Tiando Empire's million-strong army before they get close, withdraw the troops immediately, pull up the suspension bridge, and defend with all your strength. You can deal with that Tang San at ease, and leave it to us. The final outcome of the battle is up to you. Qian Renshue and Golden Crocodile Doluo looked at each other and sighed inwardly. Of course she understood what Golden Crocodile Doluo meant. Both sides on the battlefield, whichever side has an extra superpower house, the result of the war will be different immediately. Even a wounded god can completely turn the tide of the battle in an instant. But if he wants to defeat Tang San, it is difficult as climbing the sky. I'm afraid that burning all stones is already a good result. Of course, she won't say what's in her heart. The Spirit Empire's already fragile aura couldn't bear another impact. It floated up, dazzling golden light. Suddenly burst from Qian Renshue's body, accompanied by the expansion of her divine sense. Almost just one room, half the sky. 6 bright golden wings spread out suddenly from behind. Jiao Jiao shouted. Qian Renshue here. Simple 5 words. Qian Renshue shouted. It came out completely different. Every word carried her surging angel power. With these 5 words, the excited shouts of the Tiando Empire's millions of troops were suppressed. A wonderful scene appeared in front of Jiaguan. Half of the sky was golden, and the other half of it is clear blue, and the 2 colors of light occupy half of each other. The breath of God is too huge. Inside Jialing Pass, surrounded by the divine power of the angel Qian Renshue, the defenders, who had previously lost their momentum, were bathed in the warm divine power of the angel, and their confidence was rekindled immediately. There was a feeling in their hearts, as if the mausoleum they were guarding was a super fortress made of copper and iron that would never be breached. The array of angels' divine power aroused their instinctive fighting spirit, and blood followed. Gradually rising, even if the 150,000 troops below retreated quickly to Jialing Pass, it didn't affect the aura of climbing again. On the other hand, Tang San's body was blooming with azure halo. Under the divine power of the sea god, the soldiers of the Heaven Do Empire felt, I am just one of the wave crests in the stormy waves. The city wall of Jialing Pass in the distance is just a dilapidated ruin. It can't stop their stormy impact. The angel's divine power makes the spirit of the Wu Empire's defenders like the strongest shield sea god. The strength makes the spirits of the Heaven Do Empire army like the sharpest spears. The battle has not really started yet. The strongest on both sides, Tang San and Qian Renxue, have already begun to affect the entire battlefield, and only god-level domain strength can rely on body, mind and mind to general with such great influence. Only this god-level power can truly become the commander of the army. Boom, 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 the Qiando Empire's army marched forward step by step. Every time they took a step, the blue sky in mid-air, the brilliance will also advance a little bit, always covering the top of the army, covering their forward impact. The golden light in the air and the blue light can't help but shrink a little bit. In mid-air, Qian Renshue's body trembled slightly, staring, looking at the blue light shining in the distance. Tang San's gaze was like a sword. She knew that after these few days, Tang San's control over his sea god's divine power had gone a step further. In the case of being a god, she firmly held her head down. Even though Qian Renxue had tried her best, she still couldn't stop Tang San's domain from oppressing her, leading his Qiando Empire army to keep advancing. At this time, unless she is willing to retreat, otherwise, Fan, who is covered by the angel field, will be oppressed. Ordinary soldiers can't understand the strength of divine power. Of course, the golden light that appeared on the side of Jiling Pass will surprise the soldiers of the Heaven Do Empire, but on their side, the blue light released by Tang San, they don't understand divine power, but they can understand strength and weakness. Seeing that the blue light released by Tang San is constantly oppressing the opponent's golden light and retracting, the opponent has no way to do it. It is obvious that Tang San has the upper hand. In this case, the aura of the Qiando Empire army suddenly changed and strengthened, constantly shouting for sea god Lan Hao King. The original sea god became a god by relying on the belief of sea creatures. At this time, Tang San did not have as much belief as sea creatures, but a sea god under the influence of the almost crazy faith of the millions of troops. His divine sense suddenly became stronger than before. As the two sides got closer, Qian Renxue, who was already oppressed, felt breathless. It was dazzling. The angelic raiment faced the deep blue sea god raiment. Tang San and Qian Renxue had already become the focus of this battle. Facing the tremendous pressure brought by the three, Qian Renxue finally couldn't help but drew out her angelic holy sword. The holy sword held high and pointed at the scorching sun. Her whole body burst out with divine power. A red golden light shone on her from the direction of the sun. The dazzling light immediately slowed down the advance of the Heaven Do army for a moment. Tang San's sea god domain was also strengthened several times due to blocking and stopped moving forward, but a faint smile appeared on the corner of Tang San's mouth. In the situation where the two sides are fighting in the field of divine sense, one side takes the lead in making moves, which proves that the other side has admitted its own lack of strength. The overall advantage will undoubtedly make Qian Renxue feel that a failed seed took root and sprouted. On the way back, Tang San thought carefully about the various methods Qian Renxue might use when fighting him again, and he also had some countermeasures in his mind. Is it so easy to die together? As if making an appointment, at the same time that Qian Renshue's whole body was covered by the sun's real fire and turned into red gold, Tang San also raised his sea god trident, and the golden and blue light instantly retracted into their respective bodies and simultaneously turned into two beams. A strong halo rose from the sky. Tang San and Qian Renxue also rushed to the sky. They all understood that the battle of gods is another level of battle. It is absolutely impossible to fight in front of the human army. Otherwise it will be devastating for both parties, even if Tang San's strength is stronger than Qian Renshue's. Qiando Emperor. His damage is lower than that of Spirit Empire. Facing the terrifying power produced by the collision of god-level powerhouses, there will still be tens of thousands of casualties. What I don't want to see. So their battlefield is not in front of Jiling Pass, but in the sky. The 6 wings and the 8 wings shoot at the same time. Tang San and Qian Renxue have broken through 1,000 meters in the blink of an eye. Their bodies are still rising. Everything under their feet, it becomes smaller and smaller, but their eyes are always fixed on each other. This battle is very important for both of them. Whoever wins this battle can be said to have established the situation of the entire war. 1,000 meters, 2,000 meters, and 3,000 meters. Tang San and Qian climbed to a height of more than 10,000 meters, and there was no longer a figure from below. The sights of the soldiers on both sides were completely blocked by the clouds and the distance. Qian Renxue looked at Tang San coldly. Trying hard to calm down her turbulent mood, Strong murderous intent burst out in her eyes. Just as Tang San expected, the sense of frustration in her heart had been strengthened in the previous confrontation, until she made up her mind to die. Then she barely suppressed that feeling, but facing Tang San, there was always a feeling of superiority. Tang San smiled indifferently, and pointed the sea god trident in his hand to his side. Today's battle will be decided between you and me. Do you think the Spirit Empire still has a chance? Even if you and I are equal, it cannot affect the battlefield below, and Jiling Pass will definitely be broken. You should have seen that my comrades have all risen to the title Dolor level, and 2 of them have broken through to the 95 level. There is no longer any suspense in this war. Once Jiling Pass is broken, there is Yima Pingchuan, leader of the Wuhuan Empire, behind him. After Tiando Empire and Star Luo Empire's soldiers merge together, it would be the time for the Spirit Empire to perish. Qian Renxue snorted coldly. If you want to fight, fight. When did you become so much nonsense? Tang San looked at Qian Renxue calmly. I just want to tell you that even if you plan to die with me, it's impossible. You don't even think about it. If you don't believe me, you can try it. Qian Renshue's eyes glowed red, anger and humiliation, and her angelic power instantly rose to the peak. The flames in the center of her body soared instantly, reaching a height of hundreds of feet. The large clouds under her feet melted and disappeared due to the high temperature of the real sun fire on her body. Even on the battlefield below, if you look closely, you can see a little bit of red gold in the sky. Facing Qian Renxue, who was accumulating strength in a rage, Tang San did nothing, smiled slightly. This is already 10,000 meters high. The closer you are to the sun, the more suitable it is for you to absorb the power of the real fire of the sun to fight. You must be sure to win. The battlefield is placed on your most advantageous side, and you can be convinced to lose. Don't you think so? You go die. Qian Renxue couldn't stand Tang San's stimulation any longer, and the 100-foot-high real fire of the sun instantly condensed into a giant angelic holy sword that fell from the sky, and landed directly on Tang San's head, twisted and cracked the air, and the red golden angel field burst out in an instant, enough to show Qian Renshue's all-out effort in this blow. Facing this attack, Tang San remained graceful and calm, with the sea god trident in his hand standing in front of him, his eyes fixed on the main blade. The sea god's 8 wings on the back of the sea god below stretched to the maximum at the same time, and waves of blue light spread out, which was different from Qian Renshue's Taizhen burning the clouds under his feet. At this moment, whether it was under Tang San's feet, or the white clouds in the distance behind him, it turned into dots of blue light, and instantly fused towards his sea god's 8 wings, becoming the purest water element. Tang San's sea god's 8 wings were transformed by the 8 spider lances. Under the influence of Tang San's divine sense, the effect is even more geometrically multiplied. In the process of absorbing energy, it is even better than Qian Renshue's angel 6 wings. This is not just the advantage of having 2 more wings. Before becoming a god, its quality was far higher than any spirit bone in the angelic costume, and it had always been one with Tang San, while Qian Renshue's angelic costume was fused one by one during her inheritance of the sea god in terms of fit. Tang San also has the upper hand. Although Tang San's sea god costume is formed by changing his original spirit bones one by one with the power of the sea god, it's not like the original angel costume is a set, but the souls of Tang San, the quality of the bone is more than 100,000 years old, and the overall quality is naturally higher than Qian Renshue's angel costume. Tang San's biggest advantage over Qian Renxue is that everything he has now can be said to be his own. One drop came from hard work, while Qian Renxue relied on Wuhundian and Qian Daoliu, and more abilities were used for doctrine. This is why they are gods of the same level, but Tang San's strength firmly overwhelms her. Qian Renxue, the real reason why he is inferior to him in all aspects of strength, is on the way back. Tang San used his divine sense to master all kinds of skills and truly integrated into the identity of Sea God. This is also the source of his confidence. As for the previous words, apart from self-confidence in addition, it was more to stimulate Qian Renxue. In terms of mind, Qian Renxue was still inferior to Tang San after all. With a flash of blue light under the huge angelic holy sword, Tang San's body was shattered and turned into nothing, but Qian Renxue was clear. I felt that it was just a Tang San made of water element. Thousands of meters away, the real Tang San floated there gracefully, gently flapping the 8 wings on his back, looking at her as if he was playing tricks. He didn't fight Qian Renxue head-on. It is to dodge her attack this time. If the two sides switch positions, it is impossible for Qian Rinxue to do the same. Once her body is locked by Tang San's divine sense, she must fight Tang San resolutely. It is impossible to dodge. But Tang San was different. Tang San's divine sense was above her. At the moment she launched an attack, he forcibly cut off her divine lock, and then used the water element absorbed from the clouds to easily incarnate outside of her body and escape to Qian Ren outside the range of Qian Renxue's attack. Tang San is using practical actions to prove to Qian Rinxue that he is stronger than her in every aspect, and he is also constantly stimulating the heart that already has the seeds of failure. Are you afraid? Qian Rinxue looked at San angrily. She didn't know what was going on. Seeing Tang San again today, she couldn't calm down. Tang San's expression suddenly changed, and he was extremely domineering. The violent breath came from his clear blue eyes. Afraid. This word should appear in your heart to meet me. From the previous calm and elegant to the current domineering and unruly, the change of Tang San's temperament made Qian Rinxue very uncomfortable. At this time, the radiance has suddenly erupted from Tang San. When he came out, he swayed, and his whole body became 100 meters tall, and the god's trident also skyrocketed, making a simple, direct, yet powerful throwing movement. His sea god's trident had already turned into a blue streak. The streamer, like a shooting star, whizzed towards Qian Rinxue. At the moment when the sea god trident was released, all the rays of light erupting from Tang San's body, including the energy his body swelled up, unexpectedly completely merged into the sea god trident. In Qian Rinxue's eyes, when this flying out of Tang San's hand, the sky seemed to have been cut in half by it, and even Tang San's body became normal again, after flying out. That's right, this is the Golden Ten of Sea God's unique technique. The third form of the three halberds is never to return. This is the complete version. The true never to return. Tang San eyes, as bright as sapphires, are frozen on Qian Rinxue body, and the surging divine sense instantly gathers the roots, giving Rinxue any escape. Opportunity forced her to fight this blow. At this moment, Qian Rinxue immediately realized that she had been duped. All the trash talk in the past 3 was just to create an atmosphere, which led to her being duped. At this moment, she had just launched a full blow. Between the 3 words, his divine power is rapidly recovering, but after all, he has not returned to the peak yet, while Tang San's attack is obviously full of momentum, and the attack bursts out with all his strength. Under the ebb and flow of each other, the judgment is judged, but Qian Rinxue was fooled. But there is no way. The only way to do it is to take the blow hard. The Angel Holy Sword is released, floating in front of Qian Rinxue. Her lightning-like hands popped out, and each of them tapped 3 times in front of her body. 6 golden light spots burst out in the air. At the same time, Qian Rinshue's 6-piece set of angel costumes emitted a bit of golden light, and blended into it. A golden hexagram gathered behind the Angel Holy Sword. Suddenly, everything around her became illusory with Qian Rinxue as the center. The angelic sacred sword was divided into 6 parts, the 6 long swords were intertwined, and then spun in an instant to condense into a cone-shaped golden energy. Just when all this was just completed, Tang San's sea god trident had arrived, and an incomparable roar erupted instantly. Out Qian Rinshue's whole body shook violently, and the angel's costume became incomparably dazzling, and it was clear that the golden mist released from her body rushed to her back like a tide, obviously caused by the pressure of the attack energy bursting out from the sea god trident. At that time, her holy angelic sword also spun violently, and burst out a series of dazzling sparks from the main blade of the sea god trident. In the mid-air, it was as if a golden firework exploded. With the twisting of the air, the golden light spread all over the place. With an area of 1 square mile, just when Qian Rinxue blocked Tang San's attack, and the sea god trident's attack power had exhausted, the terrifying energy shock came again, and the blue light, that had weakened a few points suddenly became stronger, almost breaking through what's going on. Qian Rinxue was taken aback. She originally planned to take advantage of the weakened attack power of the sea god trident, and Tang San tried her best to cut off the connection between Tang San's divine sense and god trident before taking it back. Just like she became a god and Tang San like San's first battle, taking this artifact, without the weapon, Tang San's strength will be reduced by at least 30%, and the possibility of winning this battle will be greatly increased. But who knows that the energy contained in the sea god trident is actually like this huge. Under such circumstances, can actually exert power a second time. As the god of angels, Qian Renxue doesn't know much about Sea God, otherwise she wouldn't be so surprised. Repeatedly, overlapping endlessly, this full version of never returning, as a powerful single-target attack skill, how could it end so easily? How could Tang San give Qian Renxue another chance to win her sea halberd? Not daring to neglect, Qian Renxue cheered up and went all out to deal with the heavy attacks one after another. Tang San's energy burst out from the sea god trident every time. The second level of divine power had already charged before the previous power completely disappeared. Come up, 9 layers in succession, layer upon layer. When the last gravitational force erupted, Qian Renxue's body had already been sent flying by that terrifying divine power, flying straight thousands of meters away, and the sea god trident also drew a circle in the air. The huge arc returned to Tang San's hands. Qian Renxue was in the air, gritted her teeth fiercely, and swallowed back a mouthful of blood that reached her mouth. She only felt the angelic costume on her body clanging, obviously, because she had endured too much under the great pressure. The energy of the angelic raiment also fluctuated violently, and the holy angelic sword hummed continuously. Tang San held the sea god trident again, but frowned slightly. It wasn't that he didn't want to pursue, but rather the previous attack. He has already used all his strength in one blow, and he needs time to recover. If he can't kill Qianren rashly, he will never feel better under the counterattack of the opponent. The divine power of the angel god is stronger than he imagined. Originally, Tang San yes, even if this charged blow cannot seriously injure Qian Renxue, it will at least destroy a part of her angel costume, but now it seems that even the holy sword that directly collided with it has no scars. In fact, it was Tang San who thought about it. 1 by 1 is really powerful, but Qian Renxue's response is extremely unreasonable. What Tang San faced was not just an angelic holy sword. The moment the sea god trident came to Qian Renxue earlier, Qian Renxue, through himself the energy from other parts of the angelic raiment, has been transmitted to the angelic holy sword. Tang San's halberd is equivalent to colliding with the angelic raiment at the same time. Naturally, it is impossible to destroy it. Even if it loosens the angelic raiment, it is already quite terrifying energy. Boom! Dazzling red golden flames suddenly erupted from Qian Renxue, who was blown away. Tang San suddenly felt that the sun in the sky suddenly magnified. Between Qian Renxue's body and the sun was connected by a red golden beam of light together. Qian Renxue grabbed back her angelic sword. When she stabilized her body, her complexion had changed, and her eyes showed a coldness that Tang San had never seen on her. As the spokesperson of the holy light, the angel god is here. The time was filled with the breath of death. Neither side was in a hurry to move. Tang San waved his right hand. The sea god trident drew a halo in the air. A strange and imaginary 7-point star appeared under his feet. And the sea god's 8 wings behind him also seemed to be transparent generally, fully open and stay still. As if carved out of sapphire, the light halo under the feet blooms and spreads towards Tang San. In the mid-air, the sound of roaring waves seems to be heard, as if huge waves are rushing towards Tang San one after another. The body is also under the influence of this blue light. From Tang San's back, blue light spots began to appear one by one. Every moment, these blue spots increased geometrically, converging into a blue torrent, swarming towards the sea god 8 wings behind Tang San. As far as the scene looks, it seems that the stormy sea really appeared in mid-air. This video will end here. Thank you for watching.